So, after having done a review of Grim Dawn and a comparison video between Grim Dawn and Diablo 3, I really felt like I haven't done Diablo 3 proper justice. So, let's forget about a comparison for now and shine the spotlight at Blizzard's most recent action RPG title, shall we? Some backstory. Originally, the development began in 2001 by the studio also responsible for Diablo II, Blizzard North, with the first announcement being made on June 28, 2008. Between 2001 and the presentation made in 2008, the game went through 3 different design revisions before settling on the design that was presented. At this time, Blizzard North had been closed 3 years prior due to internal conflicts with Blizzard Entertainment's owner Vivendi, and it's also in part because of Blizzard North's employees wishing for something new. In 2008, Diablo 3's lead designer was Jay Wilson, who was responsible for the original release of Diablo 3 on May 15, 2012. The game featured an auction house with the option to purchase gold for real money and had a progression system similar to that of Diablo 2, which allowed players to play through the story multiple times on different difficulties, namely Normal, Nightmare, Hell, and Inferno. The story. Diablo 3 picks up the story 20 years after the events of Diablo 2, with Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo now defeated. The Worldstone, responsible for the well-being of Sanctuary by keeping the forces of heaven and hell at bay, has been destroyed, allowing evil demons to once again roam free on the world of Sanctuary to cause death and destruction to its inhabitants. It is now up to the Nephilim, offspring of both angel and demon, to combat evil and save Sanctuary once again from approaching doom. Graphics. The graphics in Diablo 3 look sharp, vibrant, and possess a great deal of detail, not only in its environment, but also in the huge amount of items, most of which have a distinct look and feel to them, making them easy to recognize. The same goes for the different acts Diablo 3 possesses, with each act feeling unique and not taking influence from other acts, but simply manage to stand independent in their look, design, and feel. The dark atmosphere of New Tristram or the colorful look of Chaldean hardly fail to impress and make it a joy to venture through. Act 3's Bastion Keep, on the other hand, looks more desperate, with warfare and snow going all around, and when reaching Act 4, you'll be surprised to see the conflict between heaven and hell set in motion, with angels and demons fighting all over and giving the players a glimpse of the afterlife in Diablo's universe. Act 5 stands on its own with a Victorian-inspired design, giving the areas a very desperate, lonely, and hopeless atmosphere. The animations, fluidity of skills, and varying environments make the game beautiful to look at. Gameplay. The game is similar to most action RPGs, with most focus on combat and loot, as you'd expect. To that end, the game is designed to make the act of fighting and looting simple and straightforward, keeping the pace of the game going strong without having to deal with minor annoyances that could disrupt the flow of gameplay. Everything is easy to do, whether it's fighting, looting, comparing items, or using the recently introduced Kanai's Cube. Speaking of the Cube, it's an absolute amazing mechanic and is in my opinion one of the best additions Blizzard has made to this game in recent patches, giving way to much more tinkering and theory crafting of gear and increase the range of possibilities tremendously. Aside from all this, the game contains a great and diverse endgame, with the options to do rifts, greater rifts, and bounties. Rifts are randomized dungeons, allowing for near continuous monster slaying with the lure of new and better items around every corner. Overall score, the good, engaging combat. It's a blast to slay monsters every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Detailed graphics, much care has been poured in the look of the game. Diverse environments. Each act offers a wide range of areas not remotely similar to one another. Loot. With this game being an action RPG, it does not suffer in the loot department in the least. Many items beneficial to many classes and playstyles. Impressive level design. Blizzard has managed to design the levels in such a way that it keeps the player engaged from beginning to end. Great longevity. The game has a ridiculous amount of hours of content to offer, keeping the player engaged for an innumerable amount of hours by way of the Paragon system, rifts, greater rifts, and the sheer amount of loot. Great classes. Each class feels so incredibly different from the next, providing the player with a fresh experience on each class. jaw-dropping cinematics. As usual with Blizzard titles, the cinematics are simply next level. Post-release support. The game enjoys regular updates, even many years since its release, all for free, often providing the player with a fresh experience in one way or another. The bad. Unengaging story mode. The story mode lacks depth and quality writing. Uninspired leveling. The leveling itself can feel boring and lackluster. Bounties. Bounties could feel like a chore and needless busy work. Closing words. With over 500 hours played of Diablo 3, I'm still amazed how Blizzard has managed to design this game. It manages to keep the player engaged and it never gets boring slaying monsters, doing rifts or improving your character. As with all games, each game has a, for lack of a better word, expiration date, but due to Blizzard's continuous post-launch support, the game succeeds in providing the player with fresh and new experiences every few months and gives the player a reason to return after periodical breaks. Is it worth it? Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. Great value for your money. Thanks for watching. My name is SirDutchie. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please check out my playlist to see what else I've done and consider liking, commenting, sharing or even subscribing to help this channel grow. I wish you a fantastic day.